Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for coming out this evening and celebrating with us the mystical, magical, musical musings of Parkway School's 4th and 5th grade students. You will be treated this evening to vocal musical selections and wind and string instrumental musical selections, and I think you will enjoy it all. And there will be a gradual build to the end where the students have a surprise for you that I think that you will really find entertaining. I just want to take a moment to thank all the people who brought this event together and supported it and made it possible. Our superintendent, Mr. Nidhi, our assistant superintendent, Dr. Shivashi, our supervisor for the humanities, Mr. Wodell, our 4th and 5th grade teachers, our special area teachers, all of the members of the Board of Education, our custodians, the secretaries. Mostly I would like to give thanks to Mrs. Hall-Carney and Mr. Berkman, who have spent these last few months working hard with your children, and also a thank you to Mrs. McDonald, who is our accompanist. So I will quickly pass on the microphone because you did not come here to see or hear me. You came to see and hear these fabulous children. And if there were seat belts on those chairs, I would tell you, buckle up tight because you're in for a holiday ride that you will very much enjoy. And now I give you Kayla Lewis with our student welcome.
Every year, at just this time, in the cold and dark winter, families around the world are gathered to remember. With presents, with parties, with feasting, and with fun, customs, and traditions for people old and young. So every year, around the world, in all lanes and nations, people of all ages love winter celebrations. Good evening, and welcome to the Parkway Elementary School Holiday Concert. The 4th and 5th grade chorus, orchestra, and band will be performing music that represents the season of winter and the holidays. Hanukkah, Christmas, and Kwanzaa, there is music for all to enjoy. Please sit back, relax, and enjoy the sounds of the season.
Good evening, everyone. We're going to begin our program this evening with our handbell chorus. The handbell chorus is going to be playing 2 pieces for you this evening. The first piece is a medieval French carol entitled Friendly Beast, and our second selection is none other than Jingle Bells. Also, we'd like to thank our more seasoned 5th grader playing with us this evening, Mrs. Harris, our very own person.
it's a little known fact that he's the best cha-cha dancer in the whole North Pole. See if you can name the melody in this first selection, St. Nick's Salsa.
Hello, my name is O'Neill Thomas. Here We Come a Caroling is a song that was sung by English group of carolers who went from door to door. Here is the same melody, but done in a style of a march. Please enjoy. Carolers March!
Good evening, everybody. So we have a bit of a late addition to the program, so it's not printed in your programs. But I figured I'd give these three some special recognition. They finished learning all their music early. They were able to learn a trio, a composition for 3 musicians, very quickly. They worked really hard, and they're going to play it for you now. So we have Henry Lopez Bravo, Brendan Solar, and Aaron Flexenbecker playing a trio. Please enjoy. narrator for the next song is not here, so I will do it. A sevivan is another name for dreidel, which is the top that people spin at Hanukkah. Sov, sov, sov means spin, spin, spin. So put it all together and you have this folk song that people sing for all 8 nights of the holiday. Here is Sevivan, Sov, Sov, Sov.
Hello, my name is Liam Elliott. Wenceslas was a Duke of Bohemia back in the 10th century. He was apparently a kind and generous ruler. Someone wrote a carol about him called Good King Wenceslas. However, since all of us play instruments in the string family, we thought calling it Good String Wenceslas would make more sense. Please enjoy.
Welcome to our second portion of our holiday concert. We would like to continue our season of celebration with Parkway's 4th and 5th grade chorus.
Our first song is in celebration of Hanukkah. Hanukkah celebrates the victory of the Maccabees and the rededication of the Jerusalem temple. It also commemorates the miracle of the oil that burned for 8 days.
Each of the 7 days of Kwanzaa has its own theme or principle. These principles are the things we should strive to uphold. They are
Umoja,
unity,
Ujima,
collective work,
Ujama,
economics,
Nia,
purpose,
Kumba,
creativity,
Imani,
faith,
Kujachakalia.
self-determination. Our next song is Kwanzaa Child.
Be
We will stay right beside you all along the way. Here's to you, here's to all, and to the one like you who answers the Kwanzaa call. It just takes a dream to become a Kwanzaa child. I can see that you are a Kwanzaa child.
The Christmas song was written in 1945 by Bob Wells and Mel Torme. According to Mel Torme, the song was written during a very hot summer day. He thought if he could think wintry thoughts, he would cool off. Please enjoy the very popular Christmas song.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at your nose, Yuletide carols being sung by a choir, and folks dressed up like Eskimos. Everybody knows a turkey and some mistletoe help to make the season bright. Tiny tots with their eyes all aglow will find it hard to sleep tonight. They know that Santa's on his way. He's loaded lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh. And every mother's child is gonna spy to see if reindeer really know how to fly. And so I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas to you.
The bright colors of autumn have faded and are replaced by the frosty chill of winter. Our next song is Winter Wish.
Hey, Tegan. Yeah? Don't tell, but I still have leftovers from Thanksgiving. What? You are not going to eat them, are you? Eat them? No. I taught my turkey how to tango. Tango? Have a happy and safe holiday.
Let's have another round of applause for these fabulous 4th and 5th grade students. All right, we're going to try this carefully, students. Now listen, on the count of 3, you're going to lean over and take a bow. Listen, 1, 2, 3. Take a bow. Thank you so much to everyone who came out. As always, we appreciate the support that you give us each and every day, but especially for moments like this. We want to give a special shout out to Mr. Tyler Hammond. Tyler was not mentioned in the program because it was at the very end. He went to Mr. Thomas and said that he was ready and he thought he could do the percussion piece. And so Mr. Thomas gave him an audition, and sure enough, he was able to blend in. So although he was not written in the program, he was very much a part of the percussionists who were playing during the Kwanzaa song. Also, we would like to give a special thank you to Katie's aunt, Lise Gonzalez, who made the turkey costume. I told you there was going to be a surprise in the last song. So between the turkey and the dancing, earlier I said, forget about Dancing with the Stars. We can have Dancing with the Parkway Panthers right here. Thank you again to the 4th and 5th grade teachers, to the specialists, to our superintendent, assistant superintendent, our board members, and our supervisor for humanities. Thank you to the custodians who set up everything, to the secretaries who helped with the printing. A special thank you to Mrs. Hall-Carney, our vocal music teacher, Mr. Berkman, our instrumental music teacher, to Mrs. McDonald, who is our long-standing accompanist. We could not do this without her. To our 4th and 5th grade performers, and to you, parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, brothers, sisters, friends, all family members who come out all the time to support us in each and every way. We could not do this without you. Thank you so much for coming. Just some housekeeping things, because we want to make sure that we dismiss and that everyone gets connected with who they need to be connected with. The students who are in band and orchestra will be taking their instruments and going to the cafeteria. And parents, if your child is in band or orchestra, you can meet them in the cafeteria. Students who are chorus only, so that would be all 4th grade students, and some 5th grade students who are chorus only will be in the vocal music room. You may pick them up from there. Also, please support our PTA, our spur of the moment fundraiser bake sale. So if you have a couple of dollars on you, it will be a nice treat and a dessert for later this evening. Thank you again for coming. We appreciate you all. Drive home safely and send your children back to school tomorrow. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, if you just give me one more moment, if you could stay in your seats until we dismiss the children to either the vocal music room or the cafeteria, that will help us keep everything in order and make sure everyone matches up together. Students, make sure before you leave that you make eye contact with an adult, Mrs. Hall-Carney or Mr. Berkman or one of the other teachers, before you leave the area.